I just realized my mic wasn't on this entire time I was talking to you guys. How embarrassing. Mic check. Mic check 1 2. Annoying. My fault. As I'm sitting here, I'm checking my phone. My mind is everywhere. I'm thinking about business. And you know what happens, right? We get sidetracked. As I'm sitting here and I'm talking, you guys are watching me talk, and you're probably wondering, is it your volume? No, it was my volume. Is this guy right here, the guy on YouTube trying to get it right, the Daily Drucker. Like I said, this one's actually pretty elaborate. It's a little more advanced for those who are trying to get their employees to be more self-governing, okay, in your company or whatever group you have or entity. Listen, every successful person out there has a team, and you're only as good as your team. Okay, so if you have players in your team that just aren't doing their job, you guys are going to be just as successful as that person and the average of all of you therein, right? What's the other saying? There's a quote that your income is the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. How profound is that, right? So change the people you hang out with, and your mindset changes because you guys are going to do things that are consistent with the type of income that you have. And if you can't hang on, then you need to work on that, right? And change the income that you have. Better yourself. Figure out ways to think outside the box. Self-governing communities, entities inside the business place. Let's dig right in. Like I said, click the Amazon link below in the description. Okay, get the book and follow along. This will change your life. This is a daily read you can do every day. Okay, get yourself right with your business, your entity, or just you as an entrepreneur, and set your day by watching these videos and listening to my annoying voice tell you, get it right, get it right. Here we go. Okay, so of all my work on management and the anatomy of industrial order, I consider my idea for the self-governing plant community for a responsible worker to be the most important and most original. A self-governing plant community is the assumption of managerial responsibility by the individual employee, okay? The work team, the employee group alike, for the structure of the individual job, for the performance of major tasks, and for the management of such community affairs as shift schedules, vacation schedules, overtime assignments, industrial safety, and above all, employee benefits, right? So what he says is managements have tended to reject these ideas as encroachment on their prerogatives, if you will. And he goes, and labor unions have been outright hostile. They are convinced that they need a visible, identifiable boss, right, who can be fought as the enemy. Yet, right, what was achieved in these areas in World War II went way beyond anything that is being trumped today. Not prior President Trump, but trumped as in trumped ahead, like, capitalized on, right? Today as breakthrough, such as highly publicized attempt to replace the assembly line at some Swedish automobile company. So he's going there with it, right? This actually goes much less far than the assembly lines that have been a standard in American industry. Not to mention responsibility, the fact that floor work teams have assumed routinely at like an IBM. Hardly a particularly permissive company, right? So his action point, delegate responsibility to all employees once you are assured that they have been trained to assume their responsibilities. So you want them to be able to govern themselves. And it comes back to how well you educate your employees or yourself, because you're governing yourself, right? And so you want to make sure that you are on top of those types of skill sets that holds people accountable, right? And like they said, some unions, they like to be able to identify a boss when someone's rights have been violated. But when it's a collective team organized structure, you have to blame yourselves because you came to a vote or you came to a group decision, if you will, right? So just to know another scenario, another business scenario is what we do every single day. You watch my video, you pick it a little bit, pick it apart. You take the golden nugget from the video, and that's it. You're not going to agree with everything I say, nor should you, right? But you're going to find something that takes your mind exactly to where it needed to be or what it needed to hear, so you can apply it to what it is that you do, and you can go out there and bang some heads and make some money, All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check in tomorrow every single day. Click the link below.